Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to talk about something important, that is people around us. How they behave, how we have to respond to them. I am talking about this. If you are don't care about them, if you are focusing on yourself rather than giving value, you are not giving value to them than yourself. So this is not for you, friends. Knowingly, unknowingly, people are getting into this kind of loops. That is why I'm making this video. Friends, I can say 80% of people around us poisonous. Poisonous, friends. We don't know what they have in their mind and in their hearts, but they show off like they have very much concern about us. But in fact, it is not true. But in their inner, they have so much of jealous and envy about us. We don't like to see us grow. So we have to be careful about them. Friends, we know snakes are poisonous. That's why we always be aware of them. But we don't know which people are poisonous, which people are good. So we have to be aware of them. So friends, so many people give suggestions in our life. So what we have to do, what how we have to respond to their suggestions. We have to take their suggestions. We have to listen that suggestions, but we have to analyze once or twice. Is that important for us? Is that good for us or not? We have to analyze. Then only we have to get into actions. So we don't need to take all the suggestions. Just take the suggestions and throw away in the dustbin. Ultimately we have to we have to listen what our mind said. We have to listen what our heart said. So we are the best critic of our lives. Friends, we know better than anyone about ourselves, who you are, who which is capable of, you are which is capable of you. So you are, what you can do is you only know. No one can know about you, even your family members and friends. Coming to family members and friends, they all they always don't believe in us sometimes. Friends, in some particular situations they generalize. This is not for you, it is very difficult, don't get into this, you are wasting your time. If you do this rather than this, you can get good results. Like this they give suggestions to you. But friends, you know what you are doing, you know what you are capable of. Just explain them, ask some time to get good results. Ask for some time. Give me some time, I will definitely prove myself. Like this we have to explain them. So friends, we have to be accountable and answerable to our lovable friends, trustable friends and family members, rather than neighbors and relatives and acquaintance. They, you know in um, in them, 80% are not good. Friends, we no need to listen their suggestions and all. And friends, I want to tell you something. We no need to tell anything to anyone about our personal lives. Friends, we don't need to tell anything to anyone. I am repeating this. Just just remind this in your life. We have to know where to draw the line when we talk to others. So they ask so many personal questions to know, but we don't tell everything. We no need to tell everything. We have to keep some personals in hide. Friends, we no need to tell about our financial well-being or financial struggles. We no need to tell about our relationships to others. We no need to tell about our weaknesses and strengths to anyone. When time comes, they use them and they try to defeat them with their with that information. Friends, we no need to tell anything to anyone. So just be silent, work silent, get best results. So this is what I want to say. Friends, I want to tell you something is when you are in vacillate situation, that means cat on the wall. So the cat doesn't know which side it has to jump. So we sometimes in that kind of situations. So in that kind of situations, we always want to rely on someone to take decisions in our life. But it is very much not good. It is very much not good. We have to we have to be aware of that kind of situations. If you face that kind of situations, you no need to ask anyone for take decisions in our life, for give ask them suggestions. If someone come to you and give some suggestions, just just listen that suggestions and analyze them if it is good or not. Friends, you are the one who take the decisions in your life. Friends, whenever we take decisions of others in our life, we can't be happy. Even if they give good results to you, you think that this is not my credit. So this is the other person credit who gives you good suggestion, good decision in your life. You have to give that credit to the other person, and you may not be happy for that good results. But if you got bad results of that decision, so your complete life have to be regret. Whenever you think of that, you feel that you have to feel that if i if I didn't take that decision in my life, it would be better. It would be something better to me like this. You think like this, you always regret about that. So that is why we don't need to take anyone's decision in our life. We have to take our own decisions. We have to make our own decisions in our own life. This is what I want to say. If you take your own decisions, either it gives you good results or bad results, you don't no need to regret of that. That is your decision. You have to face the consequences, pros and cons, everything. You have to face that. Your mind accept that. Even it gives you good results or bad results, your mind accept that because that decision is yours. So be aware of that also. So take good decisions, and even it is good or bad, take your own decisions in your own life. Don't rely on others. So this is what. Friends, I wanna tell you a story that which I heard in my childhood. It is related to this topic, that is why I wanna share that to you. Friends, um, there was a competition between seven country people. Seven country persons stood on the stage, and in front of them they put seven transparent tubs, and in their tubs they kept some frogs related to their countries, and they don't know which tub of frogs from their country. They had to identify them. So they had to identify which tub of frogs from their country. They had to identify. So there were American, European, Chinese, and Japanese, African, and Australian, Indian. There is all these um, these countries people are there were there, and they had to identify which country frog is, were from their which tub of frogs were from their country. They had to identify, but everyone failed to identify rather than Indian. So the Indian person identified that this tub of frogs were from my country. He identified this tub of frogs from my country. He identified, and the judge were shocked, and they asked him, "How could you identify? How could you identify these frogs from your country?" And he said that in this tub of frogs, one frog was climbing up. One frog is climbing up, and it is trying to get out of the tub, and remaining frogs are pulling it back. So this is Indian psychology, he said, and everyone laughed at that stage. So friends, this is true. Actually, this is true. People around us very much poisonous, and they are there to pulling us back. No? They don't want to uplifting us. They don't want to see us growing. Friends, don't trust anyone. So, friends, why this topic? I took this topic to speak, and to you know um, why this topic I took, because in my street in my street there was an incident 2 days ago. Friends, we all get panchayati water at 6 a.m. every day, early in the morning. But one person not getting the panchayati water, we don't know what is the reason, and he go and complain what he had to complain. So I'm not getting panchayati water, which I don't know what is the problem. You have to identify the problem and rectify it. He had to complain like that, but rather than that, he complained about some other person. He is getting water. He fixed a big size pipe. That is why he is getting water. Because I am not getting water. He is getting water because that I am not getting water. He complained like that. How people are like that. But the panchayati members came and uh, drag digged out digged out the pipes. But who who the person whom complained about, he did not use the big size of pipe. He used the pipe, half-inch pipe, which is according to the panchayati rules. But the person who has complained, the person the person fixed big size pipe, 3 by 4 inches pipe, which is against the panchayati rules. This is how people are. They drag their own, I can say, you know goti in Telugu, goti. So like that, people were like that, friends. We 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 have to be aware of them. So everyone is like that around us. We have to be aware of them. I am saying again and again. Friends, this is over in this video. What I want to share, I completed. Friends, I am a learner of English. Every day I am doing practicing. So if you subscribe me, if you give me likes and shares and comments, it gives me motivation to do more. Thank you so much for watching this video.